Hey everybody in YouTube land, this is Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. How are you? Welcome back. Tonight we're going to do a pour with no cells and hopefully no density cells. And the Floetrol's been put far, far away. And before we get started, let me do a quick show and tell. Hey Bella, thanks for gracing me with your presence. From the last video, no, it's stuck to my counter. There are these two little rounds, and I'm kind of bummed because I guess my mix was, my consistency was a little thin. Not by much, but just a little bit thinner than I normally do. And so as these were sitting around drying, the cells grew and they got bigger. And I mean, it's still pretty and everything. I wish it had more. I wish this one had more crimson. There's the cells. I don't know. I wanted them, I liked it better when it had like the baby cells, like the young cells. Kind of, you know, I just loved on those. Kind of like how when your kid is young and 10 and says, I love you, mommy. Can I help you with the dishes? And they're all great. And then they get older and bigger. And then you ask her to do something and you get, you're ruining my life. And then me and my husband laugh at her. But yeah, so I like the little ones. I was trying to bring that back to painting. I kind of failed. So silly. I'm sorry, cracking myself up. This is the other little guy with the big crimson cells. You can tell they also grew. Look at this guy trying to stand out on his own. This also grew. It had much more white negative space at the end of that video, but still really pretty. That one's very dramatic, very shimmery. They dried in, I don't know, 2 hours because it's just the golden gloss pouring medium, and boom, no time at all. They're still gonna hang out for a while. The little one I'm going to resin because the surface area in the back, even though it's on canvas, isn't very large and it has a nice wide band. So this one will get resined, and then this one I think I'm going to just varnish. So look for those in my Etsy shop soon. And then someone asked me to show some finished paintings. So I did start resining the pieces from the video, and I forgot the number, but it's the one where I might have had just like a wee bit of wine, that one from a month ago. And I have two done. This is one of them. I don't remember the name I gave this, Galactica or something like that, I think. It's up on my Etsy shop, but this is what it looks like finished and resined, and the sides are all nice, and the back's all nice, and that's what it looks like. I haven't decided on the orientation, so I haven't put wire on it yet, because sometimes I like that red on the top, and sometimes I like it like that on the bottom. Sorry for the glare, that's the resin shine, so it's hard to get it in there for you guys to see it, but maybe there a little bit. So there's that one, and then the other one, and I remember this one because it was all ooh and ah when I was pouring it, or that could have been the wine talking. And then I showed it to you when it was dry, and I was all like, yeah, it's okay. And then of course you resin it and you're like, oh, it's beautiful. And I don't think it's going to convey because it's nighttime and kind of dark, and I turned off my pendants light for the glare. But it was this guy, and it's gorgeous now. This is not black. This is the crimson with, and it's, I don't know if you can tell right there, but that's crimson with the gold, and then the blue. Let's see if you can get it without the glare, and the blue cells and the crimson cells with the white there. It's cool and available. And yeah, that's it for show and tell for tonight. Let me get you guys down. How's that? And move this around. Thanks to Jen Neal for the handy tip on using cookie cutters to hold your paintings up, when, especially for me late at night when I don't want to pound in my giant push pins. I can just use those. All right, looking good, right? Yeah. Little crooked. This way. There, how's that? All right, so colors. Well, first, pouring medium recipe isn't really a recipe. I took a 1/4 cup of my Liquitex gloss medium and varnish and a 1/4 cup of pouring medium and gave those a good stir. And then I put paint in my cups and I added enough of the pouring medium to just cover the paints. You don't need a lot, particularly with the Liquitex pouring medium. And then I used water to get the consistency I wanted, which is kind of like this. So there's no trace or mound to speak of. The paint just runs in. Now it doesn't run in fast. It doesn't leave like a little indentation like, you know, water out of a faucet or anything. It just gently goes right in. So definitely a little thinner tonight. So no silicone tonight, no white tonight. And colors, I'm not 100% happy with these colors. I had a, I forgot the name of it. I had like a sage green that was Master's Touch, but I didn't have enough of it, so I had to substitute this color, and it's yeah. But that is golden Titan green pale right there in that cup. And then here, this is also backup color. Basically, half of these are B-team colors because I didn't have enough to use what I wanted. But I wanted Lake Blue by Master's Touch, not enough Lake Blue. So I had to substitute for, this is Manganese Blue by Amsterdam instead. We also have by Amsterdam Blue Green. I like that color better. That's a little better. That's still not the greatest shade of a pale green. And then a brighter green here. This is Master's Touch. This is Emerald Green right there. And then we have Payne's Gray, which is Grumbacher Academy. So I'm just gonna layer these in a cup and do a pour. So let me think about my order a little bit. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, off we go. So you guys know when I was being all silly in the last video and talking in my Bob Ross voice like this, well, it turns out there is a gallery, an art gallery in this town called Purcellville, which is about 20 miles from me, and they are having an exhibit of Bob Ross's original artwork. They're having a big exhibit. I don't know how like a little rinky town like Purcellville managed to get a whole bunch of his paintings, but they did. And they are, the tickets are free, so I'm gonna go see it, you know, because you gotta pay homage to Bob, even if it's not your style of painting. But I wanna go see him. I'm kind of excited by that. I don't know why I decided to just pour it on the side, I guess in the interest of time. This all looks very organized though. This way. I feel like I'm gonna do a tree ring pour or something. So we'll see how this color combination turns out. I wasn't gonna have Payne's Gray at first, but then I realized I needed more of a contrast. So let me drink my tea and stick a stick in this and give it a slight little stir. Something like that. I like it on my stick. All right, that won't hurt anything. All right, gloves. And gosh, I hope it's not too dark now. I'm gonna throw some more of this green on. I suddenly got nervous. Let me look at the cup. All right. Geronimo. I'm almost tempted to do a flip and lip. No, I'm gonna pour. I can lip it this way as well, so it doesn't really matter. I hope I put enough paint in the cup. This is, oh, I forgot to mention, this is a 14 by 18 gallery wrap canvas. If you go to do these, I do recommend that you stop and stare at your puddle, because weird little things are going to make a big difference. Like, for example, this little dot right here, that's going to grow and be a big dot. And if I don't want that dot, now would be the time to swirl my cup through it or something. Same with maybe this black line right here. Do I want that black line? In this case, I kind of do. I think it's cool. But those sort of things you should stop and consider before you stretch it out, because it's easier to do it when it's small and compact. And take a look at just your design before you do anything. Like, I don't know how I feel about that pale green color. It's really not my favorite. It's a good contrast though. So, and I like this. I would like to see something maybe cut through it. Just a little bit. Maybe I cut. So I'm going to take my cup and just maybe, just a little, nothing crazy, just kind of run it through that, like that. Just to help with my design when I stretch. So let's see if I'm right. Mea culpa if I'm wrong, but let's keep our eye on that little spot and see what it does. And just move this around. For coverage right now. Whoa, don't go off the edge yet. Oh, I do like the colors. I take it all back. And what did I say about that spot? Right? That's going to be end up being my focal point if I'm not, you know, if I'm not thinking about it. So always look for that in your puddle first. And I want to see if I want to crisscross anywhere. Like, I don't know if I like all of this right here. I like how I have an intersection here, but to get coverage, I'm going to lose that, and then it won't look like an intersection anymore. So I'm going to lip this one more time and make myself an intersection running through here, and hopefully bring up some more color. And just skim the top and come down like that. And do I want another intersection anywhere else for interest? Maybe one right here. Something like that. All right. Let's go all the way. Please no cells. Well, while I'm up here, I might as well do the other side. Can you guys see? You can see part of it. How about now? Can you see more? Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff here. Can you tell I really don't like that pale olive color? I mean, it came in handy for little stripes and things, but it's just not my favorite thing at all. All right. See, I did lose, I just want to point out, I did lose my first intersection because I had to pour it off, right? But now I have visual interest here. And I have my little arch up here, which I'm happy about. It's things like that, that when you go to do a pour with no cells, because that's the only thing you have to look at, right? You don't have cells to detract your eye. So having that kind of movement and things to look at is really important when it's as abstract as this. All right, coming off this one side, a little more. And then we'll get this other side, and then we'll just play with composition. Good, good. Can you guys see? I'm sorry if you can't see right now. I'm almost there. I think it worked out that that was just enough paint too. And off we go. Now, what do I like? I like the blue-green color a lot. So I'm gonna try and move some of that toward the middle. I might take a little off the top here. I'm not going to stretch too much further because now I'm going to get density cells, which is okay. They won't bother me. And if it's in a solid color, like in the Payne's Gray here, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could touch that up after the fact, or touch up the blue-green area. It's when it's in the middle of the striations, you know, you really can't do anything about that at all. Let me stare. I think I'd like to go up that way a little bit more and have this go off if I can. Only because it's such an expansive green. I think it'll help to take that off. If I can. It's like asking to go like a good 3 inches. We'll see. Oh yeah, that should. Good, you can do it. I just don't want to lose my arch. Just a little more, just enough to touch. All right, come back. And there, I still have my original triangle there that we started off in the puddle. That's pretty cool. That's a keeper. Let me stare for a minute. Check my sides. Not a bad color combination. I'm tempted to thicken up my paint and do one with cells. I also have a bug up my butt to do a floating cup pour with the colors from the last video, just because I'm so enamored with them. And then I do plan to do a couple more of these style as well. And what else do I have on horizon for you guys? Thinking about dates for an auction, and I'm definitely going to do a video on mixing color and not just, you know, adding Payne's Gray to blue or something, like really making your own colors. I just got to figure out which colors I want to show and how you can do that. And it's usually a trick to it, where it's a good rule of thumb is two parts to one to make colors. And these are colors without the black and white. So hopefully that'll be interesting to you guys. And ta-da! I like it. I do. It's got lots of movement. You can't tell where I poured. Good color balance. Nothing's dominating. I like this edge here very, very much. And I like my stripes, and I like my intersection and my little arch. So yeah, I get you down, but you know, I think pretty much what you, how much of this can you see? Oh, there you go. What you see is what you get. So yeah, that's it for me. Short and sweet tonight. Where am I? Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in and for all the support and comments. I read everything. I try to respond to everything. I will tell you, if you send me emails or messages asking for help, I'll help some. But I think after the last video, I had something like 19 messages, and I just don't have the bandwidth to help you all and give free private lessons via messenger or email or whatever. So I apologize for that, but you know, a bunch of you and only one of me. So I hope the videos at least help. And with that said, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.